Hi, third graders. Today we are going to start chapter 6 in math, and it is all about learning division. So yes, you heard me right. You are going to be starting to learn division today. So that is so exciting. What I need for you to do is get your big math workbook and turn to page 213. We are actually starting with lesson 6.2, and we will go back to 6.1 later on this week. So please go ahead and turn in your big math workbook to page 213. Make sure you have a pencil so you can pause this video until you have those things. All right, now that you have your big math workbook on page 213 and a pencil with you, we are going to start our lesson. So first we're going to unlock the problem, and this is a story problem. So it says, Hector has 12 rocks from Onondaga Cave State Park. He puts an equal number of rocks in each of 3 boxes. How many rocks are in each box? So this is really important right here. It says, when you multiply, you put equal groups together. So that's what we have been working on for a really long time is multiplication. We've been putting equal groups together to see how many we have. But when we divide, you separate into equal groups. Okay, so you're taking those equal groups and separating them and seeing how many you have in each group. You can divide to find the number in each group. Okay, so here's a little picture of the Onondaga Cave State Park. That is really cool. It is located in Missouri. So maybe you can go there someday. Maybe some of you have actually been there. I've never been there, but it looks really fun. So step 1, it says, so we're trying to figure out, he has 12 rocks and he puts them in 3 boxes. Okay, we want to put them in equal groups in 3 boxes. So we're going to see how many are in each box. So step 1 is to use 12 counters. Well, we don't have counters because we're not in class, so we're just going to use our pencil to draw little counters. Step 2, draw 3 circles on your math board. So they've already drawn these 3 circles. So basically what we're doing is we are taking the 12 rocks and dividing them up into 3 groups. So we have 12 divided by 3. That's the problem that we're doing. So I'm going to just trace over what they already did. And when we do this, we put 1 in each group at one time. So 1 in each group until we get to 12. So we have 1, right? This was 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to go back over here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you with me? I'm putting 1 in each group until I get to 12. So that was 7, 8, 9. Not to 12 yet, so I have to go back to the first group. 10, 11, 12. I got to 12. How many are there in each group? There is an equal number in each group. And you should be thinking that there are 4 counters in each group, right? There's 4 circles in each group. So there are 4 rocks in each box, right? If these were each boxes. So that means that 12 divided by 3 groups equals 4 in each group. So we just did a division problem. How cool. And if you notice, you might notice that division is just backwards multiplication. So 3 times 4 is 12. So those are related facts. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and turn to page 215. We're going to skip the back of that one. 215 is our next page. And up here at the top, it says, John has 8 counters. He makes 4 equal groups. Draw a picture to show the number of counters in each group. So he has 8 counters. Let's underline that. Counters are just like little pieces of, like a little circle piece of plastic that sometimes you might use in a classroom, but we're just going to use our pencils to draw them. He makes 4 equal groups. That's important to know. That means that my first step to find out how many there are in each group is to draw 4 equal groups. So I am going to use my orange pen and draw 4 groups. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. That's okay if you go outside of it a little bit like I did. So make sure that you do that just like I did. So now we have 4 equal groups. And it says that John has 8 counters. So if he has 8 counters and we want to find out how many are in each group, we're going to put 1 in each group until we get to 8. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 in each group until we get to 8. I'm just going to switch over to doing X's. If you want to keep drawing circles, you can, but I'm going to do X's just because I like it a little better. So I'm going to do 1 in that group, 1 in each group until I get to 8. 2, 3, 4, not to 8 yet, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many are there in each group? There's 2 in each group. So what we just did there, we had 8 counters split up or divided into 4 equal groups, and that equals 2 in each group. So 2 is our answer. And wow, if you notice here, 4 times 2 equals 8. So those are related facts. Like I told you, division is just backwards multiplication. It's actually really cool. That's why I and Mrs. Rutai and Mr. Rakestraw have been really, really wanting you to make sure that you memorize your multiplication facts. That is because it helps you with division. All right, so now you're going to need a piece of scratch paper. So I want you to go get a piece of blank paper. It could be lined paper even, or any kind of paper you have for scratch paper. So I want you to go get that. And we're going to take a little brain break. So my challenge for you today is to do, this is a lot, 15 burpees and 10 jumping jacks. Okay, so you're going to get a blank piece of paper. You're going to do 15 burpees and 10 jumping jacks. Wow, that's a lot. All right, so go ahead and pause this video and resume when you are ready. All right, hopefully you got some of your energy out, so you're ready to focus for the last part of this lesson. So we have our piece of scratch paper with us. All right, so number 2 here, it says we're going to draw a picture to solve these problems. So number 2 says there's 10 counters and 2 equal groups. So that would be 10 divided by 2. So we have 10 counters and 2 groups. So somewhere on your blank piece of paper, I'm going to bring this up a little bit. There we go. I want you to draw 2 groups. There's my 2 groups. And I have 10 counters. I have 10 counters. I have to put 10 counters, 1 in each group, until I get to 10. Okay, so go ahead and do this with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I put 1 in each group until I got to 10. How many are there in each group? There's 5 in each group, right? 5. So the problem there was 10 divided by 2 equals 5. We had 10 counters split up into 2 groups, and it equaled 5. All right, next one, number 3. We have 24 counters and 6 groups. So I'm just going to go ahead and separate that off because that was one problem. Now I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to do 6 groups, okay, because I have 6 equal groups and 24 counters. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's really important that your groups are pretty much the same size. They don't have to be perfect, but as you can see, these are about the same size, and your groups should be about the same size as well because they're equal groups. All right, so we have 24 counters, and you know what that means. We have to put 1 in each group until we get to 24. All right, so I want you to do this, and I'm going to do this, and we'll see if we get the same answer. I'm going to give you a little bit more time to finish that up if you didn't finish it. All right, now, hopefully you got 4 in each group. I got 4 in each group. So I had 24 counters. I had divided by 6 equal groups, and that equals 4. So I had 4 counters in each group. All right, we are going to do 2 more, and for these 2, I am going to have you do them, and then I will see if, or you'll see if you get the same answer as me. So I'm going to split that up again, just because that was one problem. All right, my next problem is 12 counters and 4 equal groups. So I have 12 divided by 4. 12 counters and 4 equal groups. So that means I need to draw 4 equal groups first. All right, and you know the drill. We are going to do 12 counters in each group until we get to, or 1 counter in each group until we get to 12. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And go ahead and pause the video until you have your answer. All right, now that you have your answer, we are going to see if it is correct. So I'm going to put 1 in each group until I get to 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So did you have 3 in each group when you solved your problem? Because I did. Hopefully you did too. So that would be the answer, 3 in each group. So we have 12 counters that were split up in 4 groups, and that equals 3. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Okay, we are going to do one more problem, and it's going to be the same kind of thing. So let's go down to number 5. We have 14 counters and 7 equal groups. So 14 divided by 7. I'm going to have you do this problem all on your own. So you're going to draw the equal groups, and you're going to put 1 in each group until you get to 14. So pause this video until you have your answer. Okay, now that you have your answer, let me do the problem, and we'll see if you get the same answer, or if you got the same answer as I will. So I have 7 equal groups here, so that's my first step, is to draw my equal groups. A lot of groups this time. So 7 groups, and I have 14 counters in all. So I have to put 1 in each until I get to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 2 in each group. That should be your answer, 2 in each group. We had 14 counters split up into 7 groups, and there was 2 in each group. 14 divided by 7 equals 2, and you probably noticed that if you do this, 7 times 2 equals 14. Those are related facts. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. I hope it kind of made some sense to you, and if it did, that is amazing. If not, you can always go ahead and rewatch certain parts of this video to understand it a little bit better before you do your exit ticket on Seesaw. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please let your teacher know if you need help with anything. Bye!